just wait for some people to join. Hopefully someone joins. So it's my 1 year mark for starting my YouTube channel, so I thought I would celebrate by doing a live video. I'll go into detail why I decided to do that over some other things. Okay, we got 2 people. We got 2 people tuning in. Make sure you say hi in the chat. I'll see if I can figure out how to see that. All right, let's see if some more people will join. I just started a video or a movie for my toddler that's home, so hopefully that will entertain him for a little bit. And I've got my youngest. I've got my 2 youngest home with me. So I thought that maybe I could do this. Hopefully John joins too. He's still in Las Vegas. So I was going to talk about some of the cool things about being on YouTube for a year. Okay, we've got 3 people. Let's see if we can get some more. I didn't really, I mean, I threw something up on Instagram saying that I was going to do a live, but this was very spur of the moment. So we'll see if anyone is actually available to get on. Let me see if I can find. We'll see if anyone else joins. We've got Steven. We've got Diversify. Hi, thank you for joining me. I was telling myself, while nobody was here, that I decided to do this live to celebrate my 1 year mark of doing YouTube. It's already been a year since I started my channel, so that is crazy. And my little baby is shaking the table. So that has been quite the journey. And I'm very thankful for all the people who have supported me along the way. So if you have any questions, and then I will go into things and talk about my year. Brown chicken, the night is a lot calmer than it usually is. Most of my kids are with my sister. Time really did fly by. Thanks. Bern, hey Wit, I'm glad you could jump on. This was so spur of the moment. Just decided to do this. So I wanted to do something fun to mark my 1 year on YouTube, and I was going to do a video revealing how much I've made in my year on YouTube, and I thought that would be a great video to do. And I will still do that video, but I tried to edit that video, and the program that I was using to edit it kept shutting down and it kept deleting everything, so I was so frustrated with that. So I decided that I would just do a live video because I couldn't take that anymore. I couldn't take redoing the video over and over again. Yes, John is still in Vegas. He will be there for like 36 more days, but who's counting? He'll be there until February 20th at least. Nothing has shown me how 2020 disappeared than seeing the stream pop up. Right? I'm glad that I could add a little happiness. Hey, John. Love you too. He's just chilling in his car waiting to go into work tonight. But I called him. I said, make sure that you join me on my live. Maybe it will just be me and John. So I was thinking about all the stuff that I've gone through. I mean, so I had my baby. We started the channel. And then we got hit by the pandemic. And the kids were all home for school. All the motorcycle course classes were shut down, so I couldn't do any of that, but I stuck to it and I learned. I know that my learning is a lot slower than most people when they decide to learn to ride a motorcycle, but I'm glad that I stuck to it, because let me tell you, after I posted that very first video, I got like there was at least one super nasty comment that really just kind of killed my spirit after posting that. I was so excited. And I talked to John, and he said, you know, there's always going to be those people that leave nasty comments, but the majority of people are very supportive and nice. And I've seen that, and it's been awesome. And I really appreciate all the people that have stuck with my channel. Thanks, Erin. You've come a long way since you started. All you need is more seat time. I really do. I haven't had as much time to learn as I would have liked with just everything going on. Just the kids home all the time, John working his job. So I really look forward to John getting back from Vegas so that we can go on a ride. We actually got John got the Bluetooth stuff for the helmets. So when he gets back, we're gonna have to figure out how to do that for videos so that we're talking and it can record his audio and my audio at the same time. So if you know how to do that, send me a message on Instagram, because we've tried to look stuff up to figure it out, and it seems like quite the hassle. Says, okay, Sam W got wheelies on that Grom yet? Just the one. I haven't done any more wheelies. It's kind of freaky. 34 here in Wisconsin. Ready for a Packer playoff win tomorrow? Oh my gosh. That's my dad is from Wisconsin, and he is a huge cheesehead. So I'm sure he's going to be tuning into that. Yes, I'm as of right now, I don't have any plans on selling my Iron 883. I've been looking to get a 1200. I think that would be super fun, but with how little writing I'm doing right now, it just doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna keep the Red Sportster for now. I would love to make it more my own, add some things to it. So we'll see. And let's see, who was the little guy on the CRF following you in the previous video? That was our oldest son. He is 10 years old, and he did a great job. He actually learned on a PW50 when he was maybe like 3. We're the worst parents. Hard to believe it's been a year. I know, it's crazy. I can't believe that year. At times it felt like it was just like slowly inching by, but now it seems like it flew by. And as I was editing that video that I was going to release today, but ended up getting deleted, I was going back on some old footage of me riding, and it was really cool to see the progress that I've made, because I don't go back and watch my old videos because they make me feel super weird and self-conscious, but I was looking at some of the footage, and it's really cool to see that I actually have improved, and I'm getting a little bit better. Oh, Wit, perfect. Yeah, send me all the info on how to record both audios, because I would love to do videos with me and John talking to each other through that. Let's see, Tyler. Hey, Jackie, I'm here to. Okay, thank you. Thanks, Tyler. You're here. We can proceed with the video. So yeah, it's such a low key night tonight. I've got 2 of the 6 kids here. So what better night to do a live? 10K subs this year? That would be super cool. I probably need to be more consistent with posting videos, and maybe venture a little more outside of my comfort zone on the motorcycle if I want to do that. I would still love to do more riding in the dirt. I think John would love to get a dirt bike too. I want to take it up to Utah and ride those trails that we always go on with 4-wheelers. The commentary has to be great. Yeah. We tried it out so we went out Christmas Day with the Bluetooth, and just to see if it would work, and it didn't. But while we were out, John was trying to have me keep up with him while he was doing wheelies, and I was like, there's no way I'm gonna do this. If he's going down, I'm gonna go down because I'm right behind him. So I was way far back, and John was not super pleased with that. But then I stopped and I said, I don't want to do this anymore, John. And then two cops ended up showing up. They just drove past us, and I was freaking out because I thought for sure they saw him doing wheelies or someone saw him and called it in. But they just kind of drove past us. And then John, how he is such a social butterfly, drove right up to the cops and started talking to them. So he just, I don't know, he just faces those problems head on. So we didn't get in trouble, thank goodness, because I didn't have my license with me. It's, yeah, Tyler, it's been stressful without John here. I'm used to him being gone nights because he works nights, and nights are always the worst, like getting people down for bed. But I can feel like all the tiredness just compounding. Just I'm getting more tired and more tired every day. But yeah, like Wit, she's a military wife and she knows what's up. She's gone quite a while without her husband there, so when I feel down and I'm like, oh, I can't do this anymore, I just think, okay, if Wit can do this for way longer than me, then I can do this for just this little time that he's gone. Thanks, Wit. I'm trying. Says, do you think Harleys are worth the extra money, the cost? I'm considering a Harley, but they cost so much more, so I'm not sure about it. You know what? I think I've ridden so many different bikes, and I would have been so happy with several of those bikes. Like, I loved the XSR 700. I loved the Honda CB 1100. The Vulcan was awesome. I still love the DRZ so much, even though it's broken. I'm like dying to ride that bike again. I think if it's a little bit out of your comfort zone to pay that much for a motorcycle, there's so many other great options. You don't have to get a Harley. I mean, they are cool, and it's like, I think there's that cool factor of, oh, I'm riding a Harley around. But I mean, I'm not loyal to one brand at all. I think there's so many great options out there. And if I ever get another motorcycle, I'm not like stuck to Harley. But I wish I had more knowledge on motorcycles to give you a more thorough answer. But from if you're riding them not how John rides them, then it should last. Let's see. Tyler says, I got a 2016 Dyno Loader S, but man, I want a DRZ so bad. Yes. Oh my goodness. I would choose the DRZ over any other bike in the garage to go out and ride and just have a blast on. It is hands down my favorite still. Of course. Thanks for the question. That was a great question. The Yamaha Bolt is a great bike too. So John had a couple of Bolts previously. Sorry, my kids are playing and they're loud. He had a couple Bolts and then he sold them before I learned how to ride, and I was sad about that. And I told him to try to look for another one, but they're just not around. And the ones that are available around us are just like way overpriced. So I would still love to try a Bolt. I think I love the style. I think it would be super fun. Wait, gotta get the kids to bed. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm like kicking myself for not putting the kids to bed before I started this. Thanks for joining me, Wit. All right. So if you have any questions, I don't know how long I'll be able to do this live with the kids. I started a movie for them, but it could be any minute before one of them has to go to the bathroom and I have to go in there and help them, or they decide they want to watch something else. So if you have any questions, shoot them my way. If you are joining in late, I'm just doing this to celebrate my 1 year of being on YouTube. I I was editing. If you missed this part, I'm gonna repeat it. But I was editing a video earlier today, going over how much I made during my 1 year, and so that's not 1 year of being monetized, but 1 year of just having my channel. But our program just kept deleting the video, so I'm doing a live today, and I will post that video once I figure out how to get our computer working the right way. Let's see. Steven says, "What's your time frame on getting your license?" So I want to do a class. I don't want to go take the test. I want to do the course, and then get your certificate or whatever to get your license. So I'm just waiting. I guess right now I'm waiting for John to get back from Las Vegas before I can do that. First, I was waiting for my baby to be old enough so that I could leave him for the time that I would need to do that class, and he's old enough now that I could go do that. And so now it's just arranging a class, seeing if they're open now. I don't know. Arizona is still a really big hotspot for COVID. We're like, I just saw an article that we're #1 in the world, so that's super cool. Says, "I'm late. I got a Bolt. I love it. It's a great bike to dig into corners, more aggressive stance." Yeah, I would love to try a Bolt sometime, but we just got to find the right deal. John, you better hurry back with your Subway. Thanks, Kinsey. Says that you've been an inspiration as I've gained confidence as a new rider. What's your proudest moment while learning to ride? First of all, thanks. I'm glad that, I didn't know when I started this channel, I didn't know really what it was going to be like or anything. And it always makes me super happy when I hear that I've helped someone or they've been inspired to learn to ride. So my proudest moment while learning to ride, doing a wheelie on the ground. I'm just kidding. But I was super stoked on that. I think finally venturing out of the neighborhood and, facing that fear. I think John, I couldn't have done it without John. He really pushed me, because I would have been a little bit more timid, but he helped me along. And, I think just getting over the I can't think of, just, being worried about, I should be farther along in my learning process, or I should know all this stuff a little bit better, but just knowing that I can go at my own pace and it's not going to make a difference. I don't have to prove anything to anyone, so, I just try to remember that. John, what has been your craziest memory of 2020, motor related or not? My craziest memory, my craziest moto memory would probably when John was trying to teach me how to do wheelies on the CRF, and I totally whiskey throttled and it went flying. That was the craziest thing. And I don't think I got on the CRF again. I decided that I hated it. And I never wanted to ride it again. Yeah, MSF course. That's Steven, that's what I'm going to be doing. Have you got your permit? No, I don't have my permit yet. But that's my plan for this year, is to get legal with my riding. Oh, Bolts are the new Dynabro bike. I'm sorry, my kids are so loud right now. I feel like that. I called my grandpa the other day to talk to him because he's 95 now, and I thought, okay, the kids are quiet, so I went into the room and they started chasing me around and yelling, and I feel like it's whenever I have to do something like this that they decide that they want to be super loud. Let's see. Congrats on your 1-year adventure. Thanks, Narlock. It's been fun to watch you tackle challenges and progress. Thanks. It's been really fun to see. I'm glad that I documented all of my stuff so that I can go back and see Yeah, I'm learning. I actually am getting a little bit better. Golden Valley, Arizona. I don't even know where that is, and I am from born and raised. I guess I've stuck around Chandler Mesa a little bit too long. Tyler, can't wait for your first 100-mile-per-hour motovlog. Oh my gosh, it always freaks me out when I see John's videos and I ask him how fast he went, and he says, "Oh, like 75." I see the speedometer, and it's way faster than that. That first time we were to the store, yep, that was a proud moment. Thanks, a girl in her moto. Hi, Heidi, David, and Elizabeth. Welcome. Says, yeah, time really has flown by. I can't believe it's been a year. Yeah, oh, you failed the written test 3 times. Yeah, I could see that happening to me. I don't know. I didn't even, to get my driver's license, I didn't even do the test. I did the same kind of thing where you go out driving with the instructor for however many hours, and then they give you a certificate like, okay, you passed, you can get your license now. So I would be a little bit freaked out about doing the test. Kids are life. Yep, they they bring me so much joy. You're a Dyna bro, Tyler. You must be like John then. Kids should be loud. Good. I'm glad that I don't mind the loud. I'm used to it because we have kids, but I always get nervous about people getting irritated, which I probably should not get worried about that. Thanks for being understanding, guys. Heidi, how have I been? A little bit crazy, a little bit tired. For those who don't know, John is in Las Vegas for work for at least 6 weeks. So I've been the only parent here taking care of all the kiddos. So I'm super tired and I'm so done with online school. It is the worst thing ever. Let's see. Let's go through some of these. Welcome back, John. You have 4 kids, so no worries. You understand what it's about. Even I feel like even those people with just 1 kid, you understand how loud kids can be. John does not work for Amazon. If you DM him, I feel weird. I feel like I'm trying to be a youngin when I use the word or the phrase DM. But California, if you send John a message on Instagram, he will gladly share with you what he does for a job, but he doesn't mention it on YouTube. Yeah, Steven. He works with Live Tigers, remember? He's the new Joe Exotic. Yes, slide into those DMs. Oh my gosh. I can't. I can't do it. I'm too old. I have John's littlest sister. She's what, 18? And I don't even know. She's probably 18. But she always mentions these things, and I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just way too old and way too disconnected from anything that's hip. You're not really worried about it. Yeah, it's nothing crazy what he does, but he's been working the whole pandemic, so I don't know if that narrows it down for you a little bit. And he's gotten busier, and there is a higher demand for his work. I'm laying those hints on thick. Yeah, hit his DM. Hip with the lingo. My kids would be very proud. My 10-year-old would be very proud. I need him to teach me all the things. I don't think he's not at that age yet where he really knows all that cool lingo. But yeah, send me your questions. My kids are occupied right now, so I can talk for a little bit longer. Yeah, so yeah, I will hopefully in the next couple of days, get out that video of my 1 year thing, because I think people enjoy seeing those videos. Maybe maybe people like those. I don't know. And I can't. So I'll tell you a story. John took my helmet to with him to Las Vegas. So I was like, shoot, I can't really ride, but I guess if I really wanted to go out and ride, I could use his other helmet, even though it doesn't have a GoPro setup on it. And then yesterday, our garage, the sliding door broke. It was like cockeyed and it was off the track. And so we got it closed, but now I can't open it. So I can't even get the motorcycles out of the garage. So I don't even have the option to ride at all. And I feel like things have just been breaking and breaking while John's been gone. First, the toilet broke. My dad came and fixed that. And now the garage is broken. And we're just waiting to see what else is going to break. Okay, what are my top 3 bikes that I've ridden? Um, oh man, can I narrow it down to 3? Man, the ones that really stick out in my mind when I think about what I've ridden are, it might be more than 3, but the ones that really stick out are the Honda CB 1100. That was just such a smooth bike to ride. It had such a cool look to it. I loved everything about it. The other one that I really enjoyed riding was the XSR 700. I think it was a little bit different than any of the other ones that I'd ridden, but I had such a blast on it, and I think that was the first bike that I was kind of sad about John selling. And of course, the DRZ. You all know that that's one of my top bikes. That's a given. But I still really enjoy the Sportsters, and I really enjoyed the 48 that I was able to take out a couple weeks ago. That one was a blast to ride. So Steven, my latest video of me riding in the snow. Wow! Will you ever get to ride in the snow? What is if Arizona ever gets snow? Or that is if Arizona ever gets snow. I I have zero experience just even driving in snow because we don't get snow where we live. So I think that riding a motorcycle in snow would be super terrifying to me. But I will have to check out those videos because I'm really curious now to see someone riding in snow. Very, very curious. Take your bike out the front door. That's what I'm making my kids do with their bicycles. I said, you want to ride your bike, bring it through the house. I wonder if our corners are too narrow to bring in a motorcycle. It would make a great video of me trying to do that. If the Grom was up and running, I could probably get that through the house. See, top 3 bikes that you want to ride that you haven't yet. That's a good question. Oh, I don't know if I can think of 3. I don't know. I would really love to try a dirt bike. I've never ridden a dirt bike before. And kind of along those lines, I know John has talked about looking for an adventure bike one day. I think that would be a lot of fun to try. And I don't know what else. I don't know. There's so many bikes out there. I don't know. That's a good question. I need to think about that and then start looking on Marketplace to see if there's any that I can try out. Let's see. 48s are beautiful. My neighbor has a nice one that just sits in his garage all the time. Oh man, there's one that I've been stalking on Facebook Marketplace that has the gold, like, well, I don't know the right term for it, but has the gold, like, glittery, sparkly paint on it. And she has it listed a little bit too high right now, but I'm waiting to see if her price goes down, or I might just lowball her and make her really mad. But I've been stalking that one and I really want it. Let's see. Any new goals for 2021 or just go with the flow? I haven't. After last year, I felt really weird about setting goals just because I feel like so much stuff happened last year that any goals that I could have set would have just gone down the toilet. But I think if I could set a goal motorcycle related, it would be to do an MSF course, preferably with John, and then get my license and just keep on trucking away with learning and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I haven't really thought about other than that goals. I feel really weird about setting goals for this year just because of how weird last year was. Um, yeah, that's what the only goal I've thought about so far. Just ride through the garage door. I mean, it is broken anyway, so what's it's not gonna hurt anything if I just ride through it. DRZ is a dirt bike technically. Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about dirt bikes, so if it's anything like the DRZ, then I will love it. I will love riding dirt bikes. I would love to go on. I think that's the kind of riding that I would love to do is just going on trails and kind of exploring. I don't have a job that I would commute to. I don't really want to ride around our city because there's just a lot of traffic and Arizona drivers are super crazy. So I would just love to be out and about in the wilderness where nobody's gonna bug me or run into me. See, James Cooper just saw this and thought I'd pop in and say congrats on your channel's B-Day. Thanks. Thanks for joining. It's it's an exciting thing and I'm not I mean this is the best way I could figure out how to celebrate it. See, I'm hoping I can get a S1000R with my tax return. Yeah, I mean that's the big when people get their tax returns, that's when John sells the most bikes because people they just I feel like they get that money and they're like, "Hey, what bike can I get?" So, maybe when tax returns roll around, I can get a 48. John, maybe I get that. Let's see. Record and post your MSF course if you can. I would love to do that. If I'm allowed to do that while I'm taking the course, then I will for sure do that. I would 100% love to do that. What would make that even more interesting is if John is there with me and we have our Bluetooth going and we can talk about the course the whole time and be super goofy. Let's see, diversify house photography going, do mix photography and motorcycles, and do neat shots of motorcycles. That is a big part of my year that I failed to mention because I have absolutely loved taking pictures of motorcycles this year. It has been an absolute blast. I was able to go out to a stunt show and take pictures with Tyrannosaurus Specs. You can follow her on Instagram. She is an amazing woman stunt rider. And I was able to take pictures of Dom829. He has a YouTube channel. And who else? Brep Stunts. I had such a blast taking pictures of them and so many other people that were just out riding when we would go to these um, lot sessions, I guess. So I would love to do more of that this year, but we'll just have to see. I would absolutely love that. That is the most fun that I've ever had taking pictures is doing pictures of motorcycles. Let's see, would you ever make a video of you doing a track day? If I was confident enough in my writing that I could go do that, I think that would be super fun. I think, and again, if John would go with me, and I think that would be such a blast. Make John do it too. Don't tell them about the Bluetooth. Yeah, I think, I think that'd be super fun. Sorry, my baby is knocking the table all around. Hi, John. Thanks for joining. You always have the best comments on my channel. Very supportive. Thank you. I appreciate it. I totally 100% appreciate all that. I have so many cool supporters. Like
why does it smell stinky?
Because Augie has a poopy diaper. Okay, sorry. I have so like I see your screen names as you're commenting and I recognize them and so many of you have been so supportive to me through all of my YouTube craziness. So thank you so much. Let's see. David and Elizabeth. It's so fun celebrating your 1 year anniversary with you. Thanks for doing the live sesh. You're the hostess with the mostest. Thanks. Thanks for being here. I'm probably gonna have to wrap up in the next couple of minutes. We've got a little baby that needs a diaper change, and we've got a little toddler that is feeling neglected. If you can see that. The most fun I always have is on for swing. Dude, I don't have enough motorcycle knowledge.
Mommy!
She is so cute. Thanks. Yeah, I think my kids are pretty cute. Augie, yeah, Augie is here. So Augie has been with me through all of the like videos and everything. He's right here. He's such a big 1-year-old now. Okay, Indy, go watch your movie. Go watch your movie.
No.
It's almost over. Go watch PJ Masks.
He's gone.
No, don't call me.
No, I said he's a gone.
Oh, okay, that's not a real word. Okay. Anyways, here's Augie. Here's our little spazzy 3-year-old too, Indy. Yeah, they are missing their mommy. Yeah, Cylinder. That's what I thought. Really, my motorcycle knowledge is like. Okay. All right. Why don't you go get some ice cream?
Why?
Go get your ice cream out of the fridge. Go eat it at the table. I'm almost done, okay?
But I don't want ice cream.
Mom of the year right here. Hey, go get some ice cream, buddy. Let's see. How do you stay so humble learning how to ride? You have handled all the structured criticism so well and been positive. I don't know if I would be able to put my whole learning process out there like you. Yeah, thank you. I mean, when I did my first video, oh my gosh. Okay, before I answer that, I just have to tell you. I was holding Augie and he like leaked poop on my lap. Okay, now that I'm past that, back to your comment. Thank you for saying those things. When I mentioned earlier in this video that when I posted my very first video, I got one of the nastiest comments that, I mean, I never imagined that I would get a comment like this. I was brand new to YouTube, and it like hit me pretty hard. And so I talked to John about it, and he told me, you're gonna have those comments, and people are gonna criticize you, but you don't have to put your journey out there for people to see. I mean, and I thought about that. I thought, I could just do this privately. I don't have to prove anything to anybody. But I thought, after talking to him, I kind of felt, I don't want to give this guy the power over whether or not I put this out on YouTube. I didn't want him being a D-bag to stop me from pursuing this. So I got past it. And I'm so glad that I kept doing it, because 99% of the time, all the comments are so positive and wonderful, and it just makes it so worth it. And one of the most amazing things about doing all of this is all of the people that I've gotten to talk to through comments or through Instagram, all of the like women writers that I've been introduced to. It's just been amazing, and I've been blown away. I didn't know any women writers before I started this. Obviously, I didn't really follow anyone, but just seeing how it's growing in the industry, all the female writers that are coming up, it's really, really cool to see. And I'm so glad that I stuck with it and I put it out there on YouTube for people to see. And I get so many comments that are, you inspired my girlfriend to start writing, or my wife, where I showed this to, my female acquaintance. And so just that, it makes me so glad that I stuck with it. Busting out the ice cream bribe. Yup. Doesn't matter. He got the ice cream. He got it. He went into the freezer, and I can see him. He took my ice cream out, not his. So I guess that's fine. Yes, diaper blowout on my lap. So you need more to post more videos when you get your helmet back. Yes, I like John wasn't gonna take my helmet because I kind of I was like, why are you taking that? Then I can't do anything. But he wanted to meet up with some people, so I thought, you know what, just take it. And I don't know, I kind of felt uncomfortable riding while he's away. I mean, because I'm the sole provider and caretaker of these kids right now. So if something did happen while he was gone, that kind of made me a little bit nervous. So it's probably better that he took the helmet so I don't have that. I don't know. I don't even have the option to go out and ride. And now the garage is stuck, so even more reason. So yeah, but I will. Once he's back, I'll get out on the bikes again because I don't want to miss out on this nice Arizona weather. Mom problems. The struggle is real. It is. The struggle is real and has been real since John's been gone. YouTube has a lot of trolls who are haters. Ignore them. Yeah, it's crazy. There are those people that just make dumb comments, but the majority, thank goodness, is positive and people that lift you up. That guy is lame and probably doesn't even have a bike. Yes, he is the lamest. There will always be haters. Thank you. Thanks. You guys are the best. Just blow past the haters. Yeah, it's like I've learned now that if I see those comments, it's just, you know, like what are they going through in their life to like just sit behind their keyboard and make these dumb comments, and it's just not even worth my time. I just don't even acknowledge them anymore. Shout out to Pinky Racer. I need to look her up. She passed away. Dang it. That's a little bit bad. I'll have to look her up because I mean I know a handful of female writers, but I mean there's still so many out there that I'm not familiar with. So thanks for bringing her to my attention. I'm gonna go look her up after this. Um, you're right. I mean, the hospitals are full, so I really don't. Heaven forbid something happens while I'm out on the motorcycle, but this is not the time to end up in the ICU. What bikes do I have? Man, we have a lot of bikes right now. Um, I have the Triumph Bonneville. That's actually not running right now. We left it sitting for a little bit too long and it's not running, which I'm sad about. I thought about trying to fix it on my own, but I'll probably wait till John gets home to do that too, just so because I looked up how to fix it and you have to take the whole tank off, and with all the kids around it just makes me a little bit nervous trying to do that on my own. So we have the Triumph Bonneville, the DRZ, the Grom. Okay, give him a bite of ice cream. It's okay, he can have some. The Iron 883. John has his 636, his FXDX. Is that everything right now? I think that's everything. He had some other ones in the garage, but he was selling, and I think he sold all of those before he left. I might be missing a bike. I mean, you know, you have too many motorcycles when you're trying to think about what you have in the garage and you can't remember all of them. Ah. Yeah, trolls are the worst. Have I tried out the Moto Guzzi V7? No. John had one. He had a Moto Guzzi. But that was before I was riding. 2021, you got a new updated one coming. Looks good. Yeah. So I'm sure John would love to try that or get his hands on. We don't usually have the newest and greatest model in our garage since we get all the used ones. John would probably say you guys don't have enough bikes. He probably would. I know that there's several on his list that he would like to add to the collection. Hey, Hans Zimmer, late to the party. Yeah, it's still going on. I'm gonna have to, my kids were crazy a second ago, and now they've settled down, so I can talk for a couple more minutes. See what's going to be your reaction when your kids start wanting street bikes, and at what age will you let them have a street bike? This freaks me out a little bit, and I know that it's a little hypocritical of me to say, hey, you can't ride motorcycles. But I haven't, it's kind of something that I haven't thought a ton about because every time that idea pops up in my head, I'm like, oh, I don't want them to ride motorcycles because it's freaky. Because I just want them to be safe. And like I have major anxiety, so I just like think of all the worst case scenarios of them being on motorcycles. I'm totally fine with the kids right now. Like our 10-year-old rides the CRF around in the front yard, and that I'm totally fine with. And he went, on the ride with me around the neighborhood. I think it would be. I don't know if I really want them to have. I don't know. I don't want to think about that. They have to be older, a lot older. I've got a couple years. See, your daughter hasn't.
Mommy always trying to eat it with his hands.
Just feed him with the spoon then, okay? Um, yeah, my daughter, she's gone out on the PW50, which go for it. Like I'm fine with them on that and the CRF. Totally good with that. She hasn't been out, but we definitely need to get her out because I've mentioned this several times. Her video, her vlog that she did, it's on John's channel. If you haven't seen it, is the funniest vlog, moto vlog I've ever seen. It is hilarious and it's adorable. So you should go watch it. But she needs to get back out there. So I just love to see you back on the 883 lately. That bike just suits you so well. Thanks. I love that bike. I think it'd be sad if we ever got rid of it. I would love to maybe get a different seat on it and add like a cool sissy bar thing and um, I don't know, make it more my own because I think that's what's cool about the Sportsters is that you can make them your own. You can fit them to your style. Sorry. And I would love to do that. Tell them motorcycles aren't fun. I'll say, these are just the worst. They're so boring. Don't ride them. Yeah. Like I think I would love to go out on like trails and ride with them, more dirt bike style. I think that would be a blast. Because John, he doesn't even commute on a motorcycle. I mean, these are more of just go out and have fun for a little bit. I mean, we don't really use them as, to run errands or, like I said, commute. So I think if I just have them do like dirt bikes and stuff, I don't know. We'll get to that eventually. They're gonna see how John rides and do wheelies down the street. Yeah, they're already like I wonder sometimes they're so used to like wheelies and things like that on motorcycles. And I'm kind of that way right now too. That's like, it's just another wheelie. But yeah, I hope that I don't know. I hope they don't do wheelies. I know it's so hypocritical of me to say, but it freaks me out. Yeah. Again, my little girl's vlog on John's channel. Go check it out. Hilarious. She talked faster than the bike goes. Yeah, she had I mean, she did not lack in commentary for that video. She had so much to say. Let's see, from John. One of my favorite is when your daughter did the vlog. Yeah, it is hard to encourage them to be independent and not worry about the possible dangers. Yeah, that's such a hard thing to balance. And right now, like we'll get to that when they're older, but right now I'm totally fine with them riding the little bikes around. That doesn't freak me out. And I guess that if they start young and they learn and they know the dangers and they do the courses and all of that and they have a good foundation and they don't do anything crazy or dumb like what John does, then I would be a little less worried about that. I think it's all about having that good foundation. Fave bike you do not own. Someone asked a similar question earlier about my top 3 bikes I'd like to try, and that's easy peasy. I would love to get a 48 Sportster 48. I mentioned earlier that I've been stalking one on Facebook Marketplace, and I really want to get it, but the price is a little bit too high right now. I gotta check out a video. Kids speak the truth. Yeah, it is. It's hilarious. It is one of the funniest videos. Hey, Summit Stuff. If you haven't, go check out her channel. She's awesome. Yeah, and Whit Maze was here earlier. They both are awesome, two awesome female vloggers. So, wow, this live has been going on for 50 minutes. Let's see how much longer I can talk about a lot of nothing. Yeah, and I don't know when my other kids are going to be rolling home, so we'll see. And I don't know if John is still here. Yeah, for people who are late to the party, I was just doing this live to celebrate um, my 1 year mark on YouTube, and soon this week, if I can get my computer to work the way that it's supposed to, I will put out my video of my earnings of being 1 year on YouTube. And that's not 1 year of monetization, but just 1 year of starting my channel to now. Let's see, David and Elizabeth, do you think you'll ever get tired of writing anytime soon, or do you see yourself continue for years and years? So this is kind of like, I feel like I've experienced this a little bit already. Like the times that I've gone a long time without writing, I think sometimes I think, like I'm not missing anything. It does, like I don't need to go out and ride. But then once I get back out there on the motorcycle and go for a ride, then I'm like, why? Why did I wait so long to get back on the motorcycle? What, I was missing out on all of this fun. So I could see riding for a long time. I think I'll get bored of it because every time I jump back on the motorcycle, I'm like, shoot, why did I wait so long to ride again? It's the best fun ever, and it's such a great way for me to get out and just clear my head. So I'm sure I'll be riding for a long time. John has this idea that we are going to, when we're older and retired, we're gonna go out and just like on baggers and just explore everything, just ride around the country. Right now thinking about that freaks me out, but we'll see where I am in what, how many years is that? 35, 40 years. Let's see. Thanks, Steph. Hans, Jackie, so sorry, but I gotta go. Almost 4 in the morning. Well, thank you for joining me. I'm so glad you could be here. Yeah, go get some sleep. Hello and congrats on 1 year, Rebel Scum Jen. My question, what is the longest ride you have gone on your motorcycle? Oh, jeez. I rode to Target and back. That was the longest. That was the longest ride, like the distance wise. Yeah, that's it. This has been quite the year to learn how to ride with, everything shutting down, like courses and everything. So I haven't, and then the kids being home for online school. It's just really made this a slow process. But hopefully I'll get out on some longer rides. Don't worry about the typos, Yellow Rice. I totally get it. Matt B, are you asking me Android or iPhone? I have an Android right now. I've actually never had an iPhone, ever. But I'm a little bit tempted because the camera looks amazing. How many kids do you have? We have six. 6 kids. They range from 10 all the way down to 1 year. Congrats on completing your first year, Stephen Reyes. It's been great watching your progress, and John as well. Thanks. Yeah, it's along with me making progress, John has made a lot of progress in his stunt riding. Yeah, I remember like going out with him before, and when he was just learning to do wheelies just out front, just these little baby wheelies over and over and over down the street. And it's crazy to see, what he does now. Let's see, highest speed you have hit on a bike. Oh, that's another great question, Matt B. 40, 45. Oh, like 45, a little bit over 45, probably, because that's the speed limit on the roads that I've been on. And I still remember the first time I hit 35 miles an hour, and I felt so exposed and naked and just like out there because you don't have this car to like hide in. You're just out there on the road. But I can hit 35 no problem now. So that's a big step. Hey, Christopher, you made it. How long ago was your daughter's vlog and what's the title? Oh man, that was quite a while ago. I wonder if I could find it on my computer right here. Oh, I think it's called, it has something to do with crashing. I know that's in the title. It's like her first crash or something. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty far down in John's videos because it was, man, maybe a year ago. Yes, Target. Target was my first, the first store I ever rode to. You guys are a great couple and family. Thanks, Steven. That means a lot. Yeah, the first place you wanted to go to was Target. It was close, and it was a good spot to go because I didn't have to go anywhere crazy. Your longest has been about 6 miles so far. Wow, that's, you know what? That's probably further than I've gone, so you're making progress. Way to get out there, Rebel Scum Jen. Hey, Easy Rider Greg. It says, hey, Jackie, don't wait till you are retired to go on trips riding. Since I retired, I tire way more easily. Yeah, you know, that's a good point. You know, can't always put off those things because you never know what's gonna happen. Talking about nothing with poop on your lap. Yep. For those who are just tuning in, my baby came over, sat on my lap, and got poop on my lap. So I'm just hanging out, doing a live video with that. So it says, you are amazing, down to earth and grounded human being. Don't blink, 35 years goes by just like that. Thank you. Thanks, John. Yeah, it's like I can't even, it's crazy to me to think that John and I have been married for 10 years already. That seems like that flew by. I can't believe that we already have, or no, we've been married for 11 years. We have a 10-year-old. Yeah, that is just nuts because I feel like we were just being awkward teenagers in high school like a second ago together. Yeah. Rebel Scum, that's dope. 6 miles is pretty good. Yeah, that's awesome. Like I don't know how far Target is, but however far that is, a couple miles, that's how far I rode. 2-3 miles away. 47 ones. Okay, my highest speed, 47. John says it. 47, that's pretty dang good. It says, after you get your license, are you and John going to go on any motorcycle date night out with the town and vlog? I would love to do that. Now that we have our Bluetooth, I have been waiting so long to get that Bluetooth. I'm so happy that we have that now. I think that is going to make for some really fun motorcycle rides. Like, we had a blast just that one day going out and talking to each other. That was so much fun. And so I cannot wait to do that again and to make videos with that. I think it's going to be so fun. John, you're still here. Just a few minutes behind because you got Subway. Well, John, you got to get your priorities straight. Are you going to watch your wife's live stream or are you going to get Subway? I'm just kidding. He needs to eat his dinner before he goes into work. Just got my bike about 2 months ago. It was 12 miles round trip though. That's awesome. You see, 2 months into riding and you're already way ahead of me. You're doing awesome. Good job. John's channel, question mark? Are you asking what is John's channel or what about it? If you don't know, John is my husband. He has his channel, John's Motor Garage. He is killing it at YouTube. See, Matt B would win in a fist fight, you or John? John would say that I would win. Oh, you just did. I know from experience. John says, wait, you sold yourself out. You said 10 years and you have a 10-year-old. Can't say you've been married 11 years now. So our firstborn was born on our 1 year anniversary. That is just crazy. So that's how we keep track. Okay, he's 10, so we've been married 11 years. But yeah, that was a great anniversary present. Okay, John's gonna get the link for our little girls vlog, and we'll share that. Um, John's Motor Garage is your favorite. Yeah, he has a great channel. I mean, Jack's Motor Garage is my fave. John's my second fave. It's okay. John's can be your favorite. Um, he's a little more on top of it and has some really crazy content on his channel. So, um, yeah, I will see if I can figure out what that. Yeah, I can't. I was trying to look in his channel to see if I could find that video of our little girl to see what it was called, but it's not coming up. And I'm sure it's way. I mean, he has so many videos. So. But yeah, hopefully John finds that link. We hit an hour on our live. We hit an hour with minimal interruptions, just a little bit of poop on my lap from the baby, and they're content with ice cream right now. So, thank you guys. You and John should do motorcycle javelin match, or whatever it's called. When two people ride, is that joust? I think it's called jousting. Yeah, that would be freaky. That would be super freaky. Is it the same video as her crash? Yeah, she only has one video, and it's her. I think she crashes in the dirt in it. Crazy. Yeah, John likes to rip it up and damage his bikes. He does. He does like to damage those bikes and spend a lot of money on them. He just got his FXDX back, and it's not his fault, but the rear rotor is like warped. So, is that what it's called? Yeah. So now it needs to get fixed again, which is just a lot of money going out to bikes. Now that it's 2021 and you've had so many bikes to ride, do you have a new favorite bike? Um, I feel like my favorite bike is still the DRZ. That's just the most fun bike to ride because you can ride it in the dirt, you can ride it on the street, and it's just, I mean, you can do so much with it. And I really like the stance on it, just everything about it. I just really love that bike. But we'll see. Well, who knows what bikes we're gonna ride this year, and maybe one of those will be my new favorite. So you'll just have to stick around and see this whole year. See, where do you want your riding to be this time next year? That's a good question. So I'm hoping that after I do the course and get my license, that I'll be able to get a little bit more comfortable out on streets and stuff. Maybe do, like someone mentioned, doing date nights with John, riding to, I don't know, out to go get food or something. But I would also, like I've mentioned before, love to take like the DRZ or something like that out to the trails, especially up in Utah where we go and visit sometimes, and do that kind of riding. I think that would be so much fun. So I'd love to do that this year. 1 hour, round of applause for the kiddos. Yeah. Good job, kids. You're doing great over there, eating all that ice cream. I think you guys are great. Thank you and stay safe. Thanks, Adrian Hall from Canada. Hope you're staying toasty up there. Love you too, John. Are you leaving? Are you signing off? Are you going into work yet? Any big cruiser bikes in your future? I did try, what was that big one? The Roadstar Warrior. I rode it, but it was like too much for me. It was just super wide. I didn't really, it's not one that I would enjoy riding around. So probably stick to the Sportster style, like skinny little bikes. I really, really like the Sportster. Love you, John. Have a good night at work. Send it, Steph. I knew it would be the DRZ. Been trying to find one myself. Yeah, I highly recommend the DRZ. It is the most fun ever. Love it. So your parents' house in Utah is beautiful. Yes. Let me put in this plug right now. Now that I have you listening to me for a second. My parents actually have a YouTube channel. So if you are interested in seeing this super cool house that is over 100 years old, that they have renovated and restored, and all those super cool projects that they do, they have their channel. It's called Maggie's Cottage DIY. And so I mean, this is the place that they have out in Utah where I would love to go take a motorcycle to go ride around. And their house is beautiful, and I always love going over there. Let's see, Aaron, I always watch your channel or John's because they're so interesting with the variety of bikes. Yeah, I think I have been so spoiled with all of the different motorcycles that I've been able to try, and that is all thanks to John and his buying and selling. It has been so much fun to try all these bikes and see what I like. And I think that's the I mean, I know not everyone has that opportunity, but if you're a beginner and you don't know what you're gonna like, I think that's the best thing to do is just try all these different bikes. Whether it's I don't know if can you do that at a dealership, or you don't want to be one of those like people that goes and test rides everyone's bikes that they have for sale either. But if you can do it, it's been so awesome. Awesome. I love it. Let's see, Steven Bustos. I haven't seen them upload any new videos recently. Maggie's Cottage, are you slacking on your uploads? I think the last couple of videos that they did were they made fireplaces out of old bed frames and then this old antique table that they had. I don't know how my mom comes up with these ideas, but she is very, very crafty and always has been. Yeah, their last video was a month ago. They need to get on the ball. So go subscribe to my parents' channel. How is the seat height on the DRZ? I've heard it's kind of tall. It is tall. It is the tallest motorcycle I've ridden. But I'm not a tall person. I'm 5'5", and I was able to handle it. I don't know if our seat was a little bit lower, like shaved down, but yeah, it's if you can. I don't know how. I don't know if you can handle the height of the DRZ. It's the best. I'm not a super tall person. Like I tippy toe on it. See, John gives us the experienced rider reviews, and you give us the new rider reviews. Yeah, we just mesh like that, and I enjoy doing the new rider reviews. Let's see, I haven't seen any over a month. Yeah, they need to get some videos out there. I think my mom's been looking for. I know that she was at the thrift store just the other day looking for bed frames and headboards to make some crafts out of. They actually got like this super cool old radio on the side of the street, this wooden one that they're gonna make into something. So I'm sure once they do that, it'll be up there on their channel. Let's see. Love the transparency and how down to earth you guys are, and John's dry sense of humor is hilarious and does get him in trouble. Yes, John has such a dry sense of humor. He's so sarcastic all the time that I was so worried about that when he started his channel. I thought, people aren't going to understand and they're not going to get it. And they're going to think you're serious. But it's the best when people do understand it. And hopefully people know now that he is like that. Yeah, people don't realize he's joking all the time. Like in person, he says things to people that we've like just met and they don't know his personality yet, and it's just like I have to step in and say, no, he's just joking. he's not being serious. David and Elizabeth, your mom puts Martha Stewart to shame. Oh, you love Maggie's Cottage. thanks for supporting their channel. Yeah, she's awesome. Great decorator. And my dad does great on the channel. He's the handyman. Narlock, you've ridden more bikes than me. Bought my Triumph 10 years, 35,000 miles ago. Yeah, DRZ. I cannot emphasize it enough. Best motorcycle ever. John's channel is so popular, they must be enjoying it. Yeah, I think they've enjoyed seeing the growth that he's had on his channel. It's crazy when he first started it. All the like little milestones of, oh, you got 50 subscribers, 100 subscribers. We were like, that's so cool. And then to see where he is now, I mean, where is he now? I haven't been keeping track. Um, he's almost to 50,000, or yeah, he's almost to 50,000 subscribers. So spread the word for John's Motor Garage. Even people I work with, my wife has to tell them I'm joking. Yeah, he gets into so much trouble all the time with his jokes. So at the church that we went to before we moved to Chandler, when he would introduce me to people, he would say, "This is my wife, Jocelyn," and that is not my name. My name is Jacqueline. And he would introduce me as Jocelyn, so I think that about 50% of the people that we met actually thought my name was Jocelyn, and it wasn't. And he would always tell them, I mean, we have all these little kids and this huge family, and he's like, yeah, we just got married like a year ago. He's like the biggest jokester. Says YouTube is fun. Glad you guys are doing well. Thanks. It's been a crazy thing that I never thought I would do. Says my phone's about to die, so I'm gonna head off. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being in the chat and all the great questions, Jocelyn. Yeah. He is such a punk. John is such a punk, calling me by the wrong name to people. He still does it. He still does it all the time. All right, guys. I am going to sign off because my other kids should be home shortly, and then that will just be pure chaos. And I'm tired of having poop in my lap. So, and my throat was dry. But thank you so much for being here on my live. I feel like I have the best following on YouTube ever. I love, and I'm sorry that I don't reply to everyone's comments, but I see them and I appreciate them. I just don't have enough time to sit down and reply to everyone. But thank you so much for leaving all of your positive feedback on my channel. I love it so much, and it just encourages me to keep going and to keep learning. Sorry, my throat is really dry. But thank you for being here tonight and celebrating with me. I can't believe it's been a year. And make sure you stay tuned. Hopefully in next week, I will get out my video about my 1 year earning, if you're into that kind of thing. And hopefully I'll be back on the motorcycle soon as John gets home. Holy crap, pray for me the next, 5-6 weeks while he's gone. I can do it. But thank you. Oh, I'm just reading your comments real fast. Thank you so much. Yeah, hopefully I'll do another live while John is gone. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna try to end this live, and I will probably make a fool of myself while I'm trying to end this. But thank you so much for being here. You guys are the best. Have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. King S. Change it to Jocelyn's Moto Garage. Okay, I gotta do it now. Yeah, but thank you. Thanks, John. I appreciate that. I can do it. 5 more weeks. All right, I will see you guys later.